Yes, sir.
Very good afternoon to all the participants who are gathered here. I am Dr. R.P. Andrew Kumar, Head of Computer Science and Engineering Department of St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering, Nagarkoil. Also the coordinator of this webinar. I welcome all the participants on behalf of St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering. We, the Association of Computer Engineers, proudly present a series of webinar during this quarantine time. This is the first webinar we are planning, and we are sure that in future we will be having around 2 webinars per week. So on behalf of Association of Computer Engineers and the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, I welcome all of you for this webinar and the forthcoming webinars also. I am happy to know that our association given a good initiative for conducting this type of webinars as well as the workshops for the benefit of the student and staff community. So today we are having a webinar on how to create a chatbot. Before introducing the speaker, now I invite one of the executive member of our association is Asifa to welcome the gathering officially. Welcome, Asifa.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's so wonderful to have you all on this lockdown period. So this is our first day of quarantine webinar series by Department of Computer Science and Engineering and the Association of Computer Engineers of St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering. First, I would like to extend a special welcome to our beloved HOD, Mr. Andrew Kumar sir, for his support to conduct this webinar. I welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome Mrs. Sonia, Faculty Advisor of ACE. I welcome you, ma'am. Now, I welcome the speaker of this webinar, Mr. Ando, Secretary of ACE. I welcome you, Ando. Last but not least, I welcome all the students and staff who are eagerly attended this webinar. I welcome you all. Let's hope that today inspires you new ideas and discussions. Let's begin.
Okay, thank you, Asifa, for the short welcome address. I welcome you on behalf of the Association of Computer Engineers. Now, I like to introduce the today's speaker of this session. So today's speaker is Mr. P. Anto. He is doing final year in our institute, in our department. Also, he is heading some of the key position in the campus. He is the secretary of our association, yes. Also, he is the chairman of IET on campus at St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering. He is a member of IEEE and member of CSI also. With his initiative only, we are starting this series of webinar, and the promotion and all these letters, all these communication were sent by his hard work only. So on behalf of our association and the department, I invite P. Anto as a resource person in this webinar, and I request P. Anto to start his presentation. Welcome, Anto.
Okay, shall I start the presentation, sir?
Yes, yes, Anto, yes. Are you sharing your screen, Anto?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. It is not visible till now.
Is my slide visible?
And not yet visible till now. Yeah, now it is visible. Your desktop is visible, Ando.
Good afternoon, one and all. I don't think that I need a brief introduction anymore, as our HOD as well as welcome address speaker had denoted me a lot. So, shall I start the session now? First of all, what is the title? How to create a chatbot. If any inconvenience, please mention it in the chatbot.
Ando, 1 minute. See, I request all the participants to mute your audio and video to avoid the disturbances during the presentation. Please, I request all the participants to mute your audio as well as video to avoid the disturbances, please. Ando, proceed, Ando.
Ready to learn about chatbot? Yes. First of all, we must know what's the chatbot. See, we have used Alexa, Google Assistants, Siri, etc., etc. A lot of chatbots, virtual assistants we may use. We are going to develop a build or a chatbot like that, like an Siri or Google Assistant or an virtual assistants like Natasha in Hike, Amazon's, IBM Watson's, etc. See, you may see that, hi, how can I help you? It's a message sent by a bot. For that, a person is replying that, hi, I would like to make an appointment for a check. Is it your first visit? Yes or no? It's an option. Okay, when do you want to make an appointment? Friday at 2 p.m. Is it possible? That's tomorrow afternoon 2 p.m. It's a chatbot registration form. We can go on with another example, that is Alexa. It's asking me, hi Ando, how can I help you? I am replying that what is the today's date? Even I forgot most of the time that what is today's date. Today is 8/7/20 Wednesday. Can you everyone check it whether the date is correct? Yeah, it's right. Okay. Before going into the session, we must know three things: why, what, and how. Why we are going to build a chatbot? If you are handling a website, an e-commerce site like Flipkart, we may have a lot of queries like what is the cost of the product, is there any reviews, where is the shop, is it trustworthy, etc., etc., etc. Lots of questions will be asking. For that, we can't give replies to all the questions, all the queries made by the applicants or clients. So that we are building a chatbot. It's an automated replying machine. For example, if you are asking for what is the cost of a pen, then the bot will ask us the which pen, what company's pen, which company's product is it. Then it will give a detailed price. Lots of pen will be there in a company itself. Rans pen means there is a kick pen type, normal pen type, etc., etc. There will be a lot of different varieties of pens. Each cost will differ. We must intimate the particular price of a particular pen, so that we are using this chatbot. And what is a chatbot? We learned about it, and why we are using chatbot. It is to reduce our effort, the human effort, and it will use all our burden to a chatbot. A bot, a robot, an automated replying machine. Then how to build a chatbot? It's an important question for us. That's why IBM Watson is providing an a virtual machine, that is IBM Watson. IBM's product, that is IBM Watson, has been provided as an a virtual assistant to build a chatbot. Let's go on to the table of contents. That is, the first of all, we are going to learn about IBM Watson's assistant, then the intents and entities, then the dialog definition, then how to deploy it in our website, then about context variables, master slots, and digressions. The context variables, master slots, and digression, I will give a brief introduction because to cover those topics, it's insufficient to complete it in before 3 o'clock, because I must complete my session before 3 o'clock, and I want the queries, I want to have the feedback from you, right? So we can't go in detail, in depth about the context variables, master slots, and digression, but I will give a brief introduction which can provide you much more information to go through it. See, this is IBM Watson's logo. IBM Watson is a virtual assistant which provides us a platform to develop a chatbot. First, to build a chatbot, we need to have an IBM Cloud account. An IBM Cloud's sign-in page will be looks like this. Actually, I am already registered, so I have a copy of it. This is how to create an account in IBM Cloud. First of all, we must give the email ID and password. Then there will be a verification mail sent to our respective mail, and we must verify it whether we are signing in or registering it in IBM Cloud. Then we may update our personal information too. This is the home page of IBM Cloud, in which there will be a search catalog for us to search our respective Watson application or Watson Studio, Cloud Foundry, DB2, speech to text, object storage, etc. and etc. I have searched that Watson Assistant in this search catalog, and here at the first one is the Watson Assistant. Just click it up. There will be a lot of packages like Lite, plus then different packages, different pricing plans will be there, but the Lite and plus Lite will be free for us. In case of choosing Lite, we may use 10,000 calls, that is 10,000 times we may ask the chatbot what about the details about the shop, about the products, about the pricing, about the locations, etc. and etc. Now I have created an assistant named Ando Assistant because I am developing it, right? So I kept as my name, Ando's Assistant. If we click on launch Watson Assistant, it will launch to our assistant. Kindly go through it. That API key and URL will be used to deploy the chatbot in a website. Forget it out. I will say it about in detail later on. This is my Ando's Assistant. I have a skill, my first skill. No integrations yet. I have this is my own assistant. I description about my chatbot. If we skills we had in Lite version, we can add only 5 skills in our chatbot. If we integrate any WordPress sites or mobile applications, we will be denoted in this integration part. I told you that I have developed a skill, right? That is the T-shirt shop. It will give a detailed information about the T-shirts, size, etc., etc., so that I can use this skill to buy a T-shirt or to search a T-shirt or to pay a T-shirt. Okay, first we will go into the intents and entities. the second topic of our content, that is intents as well as entities. What can you see in this picture? What is displayed in this slide? Guys, please respond in the chat window. It's somewhat dumb. No messages are posted in this chat window. Okay, fine. I itself says. First one is a pizza. Second one is a topping for pizza. Yeah, guys, it's pizza. The pizza is an example of intent, whereas topping is an example of the entities. I need a pizza. It's just a query with an intent. In the next one, I need a pizza with cheese, pepperoni, and tomatoes, mushrooms, and onions. This is toppings. This come under entities. Well, in a simple manner, I shall say that intents are the headings and entities are the subheadings. To be imprecise, I need a mobile phone, Samsung mobile phone. It's an intent. In Samsung mobile phone, there are lot of variants, there are lot of series, A series, J series, Z series, etc. etc. Lots of series are there in Samsung model itself. If I need a Samsung J7 with 2 GB variant, it's entity. I think you will be understood, right? Are you partially understood? Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next slide. I think you will be understanded with what is intents and what is entities, right? How to create an intent? First, you must go to the skills page, and in this there is a skill tab, right? You must click on it. Then we can create a skill. Inside the skills, we can add intents, entities, dialogues. These are the three major things which we need to develop a chatbot. If we click on this create intent, can you see the cursor? If we click on this create intent, we can create an intent with an intent name buy t-shirt with a description to buy a t-shirt. Then if we click create intent, we may add some examples. What are the examples I have given are buy t-shirt, do you have t-shirt, how much is the t-shirt? These are the queries which we ask to buy a t-shirt, right? Those queries, those examples will be given as a training set. A data set should be trained for the assistant so that it may further train on those queries and they will give suitable replies. Whereas if we want to create an entities, create on entity tab. Create entity, same as that. In entity we use at size. Well, in intents we use hash. Hash is used for intents and at is used for entities. In the at we may use the entity name, then the value. If I give size, I must verify the size. So verify is a value in which the synonyms will be given as M, S, L, etc. etc. Any number of sizes we may use. Double XL, triple XL. Okay, first we will give a trial to make a chatbot. Hope everyone see this login page of IBM Cloud, right? This is the login page of our IBM Cloud in which I have signed in already. So that I am giving my email ID, that is anton98designer@gmail.com. Now I am giving continue. The ID will be checked. Then I have stored my password already so that I may not enter my password again and again. Now we have entered the dashboard of IBM Cloud. Okay guys, let's go into the IBM Cloud's WhatsApp assistant. This is our IBM Watson Lite version. This is how our assistant look like, IBM Watson's Lite version. We may upgrade our versions too. In this, if we create assistant, it will create another one assistant. But we have already an assistant, so I will use that itself. My Andos assistant. Andos, my own assistant is. So it's Andos assistant, and I have a skill one. It's named as Flower Shop, and I have integrated one. So it's showing us integrations one. But in my PowerPoint, I have shown that skills of buying a T-shirt and no integrations will be there. This is just created for you guys. Okay, this is our skill, which is named as Flower Shop, and trained data is I have given just 5 intents only. It's a simple chatbot, right? I have given 5 intents and 3 entities and 11 dialog nodes. If I change it into a Try Plus plan or Plus plan, if I upgrade it, Try Plus Premium, then we will get some more additional features too. In this, I can only use 10,000 calls per month and only 5 dialogue skills. I can integrate with Facebook too. In Plus plan, I can use unlimited messages per user and 50 dialogue skills with 10 versions per skill. It means we may give a 10 set of versions in a particular skill. But for me, its Lite plan is enough, much enough. Okay, if we click on this skill or this skill icon button, then we will go on to the skill page. This is our skill. In this, we must enter create the intents, entities, dialogues, etc., etc. See, there are a large number of intents I have created already. If you want to look on this intent, I will click it. This is our first intent named as greetings, because everyone will first greet a chatbot, right? Hi, good morning, anything else. For that, I have given some examples too. Good morning, good afternoon, GM, hi, hello, HLO. The message code languages will also be given in our data set to train this chatbot. Then only it will be more efficient, right? Because most of them will use the message code languages. If they give just good morning, if we give GM, then it won't recognize that it is the shortest form of good morning, right? So that we are using this SMS code languages in our data set too. Okay, first I will delete all the intents. If you click on delete, it will once again I will export all those. I have exported in this CSV file. CSV means comma spaced value. It's an file format used in Excel's spreadsheets like Excel, LibreOffice Calc, StarOffice Calc, etc. Everything will use this CSV file format for comma spaced values. If we open it in spreadsheet, it will be displayed as a spreadsheet format. But if we open it in a text editor, it will be displayed as commas. I will show you. See, can you see that? Address, comma address, location, comma address, where, comma address, at, comma address, place, comma address, by, comma by, in goodbye intent. This is how it will look. Okay, we have exported all those intents. Now we will delete it. Then only you may find how to import it, how to create an intent, etc. Create intent, give a name, good morning, or greetings we may give, because all the good morning intent, hi, hello, everything will come under greetings, right? You may see that the greetings will be initiated with hash because it's an intent. If it is an entity, it will use at. If you want a description, you may give that greetings will be given. Create intent. Here we may give the examples like good morning, add example, good night, hi, hello. Okay, this is how we must use greetings as an intent. Now let's try it. If I give hi, I think I didn't give hi, right? Once again, I will say it. There's some error. Once again, I will input all those. Now see that as greeting will be displayed here because it's an intent. If I say bye, actually it's not trained already, so we must train it. Goodbye. Now the boy will be trained to goodbye. If I give thank you, it's already not trained, so we must select an intent like thanking you. Do you guys understand how to create, import and export the intents? Hello, it's under greeting. Good morning, it's also under greeting. This is how it works. Then let's move on to entities. These are my entities I have created, like location, number and occasion, because the location may vary. If I have 3 or 4 branches, the location of each branches will vary. I consider my father, he is a manager in Bata showroom. He has 2 showrooms, one is in Chettikulam and another one is in Vepumodu. Because the locations vary, so we must use it as an entity. The price of the products in Chettikulam as well as in Vepumodu may differ. It depends upon the location of the. If I can get a pen in for 10 rupees in Nagarkoil, but in Chennai it will be at 20 rupees. There will be transportation charges, etc. Additional taxes may be included. GST will be vary. Everything may vary. The phone number of both the shops may also vary. They both can't use the same number, right? In number, we may use two types. One is a landline number and another one is a mobile phone number. They both may vary. Wait, I will create an entity in the name of size value. Its synonyms as S, M, L, small, medium and large. I will add this entity to the values. For this we may use synonyms, but in case of using number, we can't use synonyms. It needs patterns. See, the patterns will be given. In pattern, there will be given a regular expression. I have given a regular expression for landline number. This is a regular expression for mobile phone number. Let's try and check it out. Zero 4652 264303. See, at the bottom we may denote the entity at number landline. I have given a landline number, so it is denoted as at number landline. If I give at Nagarkoil, I have given it in the location Nagarkoil as a value, but it will be denoted as synonyms. See, let's see how it works. Nagarkoil. Its location at Nagarkoil. It found the entity as location at Nagarkoil. This is just we are checking out whether the entity is added or not. In landline number, it is denoted that number landline. In the same way, we may import and export the entities. To export the entities, we can click on this export entity button, and to import those entities, we can use this import entities. I may delete all those entities. I have deleted all the entities. Now I am going to import the entities which I already created. It's in this entity CSV file. The entity is importing. Wait for a while. There is no duplicates. 7 new values are added, 1 new synonyms, 2 new patterns, 3 new entities are added. Done. See, all those entities which I have exported has been imported. Okay. These are the system entities, in which the system number, system percentage, currency, date, time, location, person will be given. These entities are used only to retrieve the data from the clients or users. It will retrieve their number, if they have given registered for an hotel, table in a hotel, then they will register the date as well as the time, right? For that we can use the system and time. At which time, at which date they will come and have their dinner or come and have their lunch, etc. The system number, if we are registering, you all guys have registered for this session, right? Everyone registered in a Google form. If we use this chatbot as a Google form, we can use the system number to get your number from the user for our future references. Okay, and system. I hope everyone is listening, right? Am I boring? Yes. Am I boring? Okay, fine. I will go on this, make the session somewhat interesting, okay? Let's have some dialogue session. Hope everyone is visible with this, right? Okay. first, before starting this dialogue session, this dialogue will be empty. It will only have this welcome and anything else tab. These two nodes will be present when we create a new chatbot. One sec, I will show you. I am using Andos Assistant, right? Then let's use some other name, Flower Assistant. See, I have created a assistant, Flower Assistant. Then I am going to add a dialog skill. I am going to create a skill. In this, everyone likes rows, right? So rows is a skill in which we can have a lot of entities and intents like color of the rows, how much cost is the rows, rows with in a bouquet. Okay, let's develop the skill rows. In this, I am going to open this dialog. See, you may see that only the welcome node and the anything else node will be displayed. Other nodes won't be displayed. We must create new nodes and new dialogues in the chatbot. How to create it? First, we usually, I will move on to my assistant itself because I have created it already. See, in this I have a chit chat dialog node. This is a folder. Okay, folder icon will be displayed if it is a folder. In the folder, I can add some of the nodes. In that, I have added thanking you node as well as goodbye node. The boy node and thanking node. This goodbye entity will be given here and thanking because they are not necessary for a chat window, but to make it more interactive, we have used this nodes. If someone asks some questions and they say they have got their replies, then they will thank you, right? If they thank me, I will say some of the assistant response or no mention, with pleasure. I aim to help you. These are some of the responses which will be given by the chat, by the assistant or chatbot. Well, in goodbye session, if someone says me goodbye, what will I say? What will my chatbot say? Consider you as the chatbot. What will they say? Bye bye, bye, take care, bye, have a nice day. Any examples can be used for us. A chat window is chatbot is used to replace us, right? So they must respond to us in their own like you. If someone says you thank you, what will you say? No mention. Or some no mention I will say, or I aim to help you. It's pleasure. It's my duty. Okay. We have learned a lot about this chit chat window, chit chat node. Let's move on to horse node. This is a horse node, which is used to denote the time, working period, working hours of a particular showrooms. I have built a chatbot to demonstrate two showrooms, a Nagarkoil showroom and a Chennai showroom, a flower shop of a Nagarkoil showroom and a Chennai showroom. Their running time will differ. Their location may differ. So I have created two chat nodes. One is horse and another one is location. In the horse, I have added Nagarkoil as well as Chennai. In Nagarkoil, if someone asks what is the working time of Nagarkoil, then I will display as the working time of Nagarkoil is 9 AM to 6 PM. Whereas in Chennai, it's rush city, right? So its working time may differ from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But if someone asks a question, what is your working time, they didn't denote any of the showroom's name, Nagarkoil or Chennai, what will the response will be? So simple. Our Nagarkoil shop opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 9 p.m. daily, as well as our Chennai shop opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 9 p.m. daily. You may take any one of the shop. This is the meaning. Okay, let's try it out. Time of Chennai. Oops. Sorry for the inconvenience. I haven't added a indent time, right? Now I have entered this horse time, horse intent. So there will be horse intent for our chat window. Now let's use the dialogue. See, the time of Chennai is displayed, but there is an error. Actually, the intent is detecting as well as the entity is detecting, but the reply is somewhat wrong. It's giving the reply of our intents only. Yeah, it's working. See, the Nagarkoil timing is, the working time of Nagarkoil is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Let's check it out for Chennai. Chennai timing. It's not working. Nagarkoil timing is working. Yeah, it's working. Chennai working hours. It's the working time of Chennai is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, guys, we are running out of time, so I will explain about the other stuffs also. This is how we will build our chatbot. The dialog description will be given in this node in this session by node. In this chit chat node, we will give the unnecessary details like greetings, thanking, boy, etc. Whereas in our hearts, we will give two child nodes. This is how we will add child node. I didn't say about how to add child node, right? See, um, in our hearts window, I am going to add a child node. Add child node. In this add child node, we can give another name. Nagarkoil, Chennai, then Madurai. In this, we must select the condition like intents or entities or context variables, etc. Whatever filters we may give in it. If I give intents here and or we can give if intents one sec intents I have given it as address and condition will be in entities. In address I am giving a condition as Chennai. So at location for is we must give colon, for is not we must give exclamation and equal to, then greater than and less than same thing only. I am giving is Chennai. Actually I didn't create a new entity, right? I didn't create this entity as a Madurai, so I am giving it as a Chennai itself. Then if I want to give another response like Madurai's working time will be from 9 to 7. Just give it off. The Madurai node will be added. Okay, fine. First, the main thing we want to see, it's going to deploy, how to deploy it in our website. I have created an WordPress site. This is my WordPress site. Actually, I have already deployed my chat window. This is how my chat bot will look in this website. I may adjust this window into a small size or large size, etc. This is the WP admin panel. In this dashboard, here will be WhatsApp Watson assistant. If we have given our assistant URL and API key already, this is just to deploy an chat window in our WordPress site. To deploy it, first we must go to plugins. Actually, my internet is little bit slow, so kindly forgive me. Guys, there is some disturbance. Kindly mute your audio. This is my plugin page. Just to demonstrate you, I will deactivate my chatbot. This is how the plugin will be displayed. Here, WhatsApp Assistant will be shown. You must just click on activate button to activate the WhatsApp Assistant. Then we have to configure with your chatbot. Go to settings. In the setup your chatbot, go to plugin setup, and you must copy and paste the URL and API key shown before. I will show you. This is our assistant. In Andos Assistant, view API details. Here API key and the credentials will be displayed. You must copy it and paste it in this WordPress site, in this assistant URL and the API key. Then just click on save changes. If you give it on save changes, then our chat window will be displayed like this. Hi, I am Andos Assistant. What can I do for you? I will just give on timing. See that our chatbot replies that our Nagarkoil shop opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m. daily. Our Chennai shop opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 9 p.m. daily. If I give it as timing, Nagarkoil, the working time of Nagarkoil is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is how the chat bot works in our website. Then, if you don't want to interface it into a WordPress site, then you can just see a demo of your chatbot, how it works. In add integration, you preview link. Create a preview link. In this, just click it on. This is our chatbot. We may talk with it. Hi, I'm just greeting it. Sorry, I just didn't interface my greetings as hi. Timing, I just give us timing. See, our Nagarkoil shop opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m. daily. If I give timing Nagarkoil, the working time of Nagarkoil is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is how our dialog window works. The child nodes will act as this. If the entity is chosen as Nagarkoil, then it will only display the timing of Nagarkoil alone. If there is no entity described, then the timing of both the shops will be displayed. I think you are running out of time, so I will give you a brief discussion about the other stuffs. Okay. Okay, the context variables. For what we are using context variables? Very simple. Context variables are used only to store the data. Actually, the context variables are used to store data, but it is achieved by the master slots. The master slots will only store the data. It has the capacity to store the data. But what are the data to be stored will be given as the context variables. A variable means particular value which will be changed, right? If I am giving Where is the Nagarpuri shop? I'm asking about the location of Nagarpuri shop. Then the chatbot will respond as it is at Vepamudu or it is at Chetikulam. Then for what is the working time of the Vepamudu shop, I must not ask that fully. I will just ask what is the working time. Then it must understand that the working time of Vepamudu is already asked. So it will be the location of Vepamudu is already asked. So it will ask only the working time of Vepamudu, and it must precisely say the details about the working time of Vepamudu. Else, if I ask for the I want an inquiry about the cost of my t-shirt. I'm wearing shirt, sorry. So I want to know the price of this shirt. Then I will ask is there any branded shirts? I will ask, is there in the Indian terrain shirts? Then they must not say the yes, they will say yes or no. Then after that, if I ask for how cost is this, they must not ask that which shirts price is asked. They must understand, the chatbot must understand that they are asking for the Indian terrain shirts cost. I hope that you will understand what is the context variables, right? Actually, it's very late, only 1 minute more. I must discuss both the topics. So kindly respond in the chat window. Okay, well, for uh, for what we are using the master slots. Master slots are used to store a particular data. If I am using a chatbot to register form for this session, this seminar, this webinar, then I must store your mail details, your name details, your address, your phone number, then your designation, your institution. Everything will be asked in your Google form. In the Google form I shared, right? Similarly, the chatbot must also store those details in this master slots. Then what is digression? Digression is like just an if I am asking for a price of a t-shirt, uh, the price of the t-shirt is 500 rupees. But before saying that, if I ask for what is the location of the shop or what is the brand of this t-shirt, then the chatbot will get confused. It get digressed that what answer should it reply or respond to us. If I asked for an cost of a pizza, then I changed my mind. Our mood swings, right? So I have changed my mind and I am going to buy a burger. Then I will ask what is the cost of the burger. Before the chatbot respond to us, how can we how the chatbot will respond? It will give an answer for the first question or the second question. It is a digression. For that we have used an series of chats, or it will be in an order, in a hierarchical order. Which question will be given first? The priority will be given for each question. If the last question, if they are asking about the cost of the burger, then they are asking for the cost of a pizza, means the chatbot must respond to us that the cost of the pizza is 500. Then if you need a burger, then guys, I think the time's up. So shall we conclude the session? Is there any queries for before concluding the session? I must say that we can integrate the chatbot with our mobile apps as well as the developing in our Android Studio or MIT, App Inventor, Codelab, etc. Lots of development studios are there. Every studio has the provision to integrate this IBM Watson's chatbot into their apps or websites or their blogs. Even their blogs can be in their blogs. They can add those stuffs, the chatbots, their queries, etc. Okay, guys. I think it's time to conclude. Anyone having any queries, you may ask now in the chat window. You may also give me the feedbacks.
Ando, it was a good initiative and
A question from
a
Tony.
wonderful presentation, Ando.
Thank you, sir.
Some of the questions are in the chat window, so you can go through and you can address that also.
Okay, that's a question from Tony. Yes, right. Will IBM provide some pre-built trained models, or should we create and train everything from scratch? Build trained models already in the IBM Watson. We can import it. That's why we are saying that there is an import function, right? The import function is used only to import those pre-built trained models. Even in IBM Watson's cloud, there's some trained models. See, these are some content catalogs. Tony, can you see my screen? Tony, can you see my screen now?
Ando, visible, you can proceed, Ando.
These are some pre-built skills like banking, bot control, COVID-19, customer care. Nowadays, COVID-19 is the pandemic issue, right? So most of them are pre-built sets of data sets are available in IBM Watson itself. We can use banking things to like activate card, cancel card, fee inquiry, etc. I think Tony might get his answer. Then Rashmi, is it possible to get the recording of this session so that we can try creating one later? Sure, Rashmi, I will share this PPT as well as the recording with you.
And one suggestion from my side, today as a initial
Yes.
webinar, we in some places we rushed up, am I right? So if possible, you can conduct a workshop in this. That may be a hand-on workshop. At the same time, the participants can also try this. We can have a 2 hours or 3 hours workshop of the same topic. You can plan.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Because on seeing the chat window, I found that many of the participants are interested in this. So you can plan for a 2 hours workshop in the next coming week.
Sure, sir. Any other
Yeah,
queries?
participants, you can type your queries. I am happy to see this presentation. It is a good initiative by the Secretary of Association of Computer Engineers, Mr. Anto. Anto, you done it well. Wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
A wonderful and clear presentation also. So if you convert this to a workshop, many of our students maybe get benefited from this.
Sure, sir.
See, also one point from my side, many of our students in our department are talented like Anto. So if they have any new finding like this, they can also contact with Anto and have a webinar like this. So other students maybe get benefited from that. So Anto, you can coordinate that also.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Kindly everyone fill the feedback form to receive your certificates.
So all are requested to fill the feedback form. Take maximum care while you are entering the feedback form, because the data which you are entering in the feedback form will be taken for the certificate presentation. So now we are coming to the end of the session. So first of all, I thank Mr. Anto for his wonderful preparation and presentation. Thank you, Anto.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
also I thank for your initiative also. Also I thank the association advisor, Sonia Madam, for his coordination and the conduct of this webinar. Then I thank the participants from our college, as well as students and faculty members from other colleges and our college for your active participation in this webinar. We will be conducting this type of attractive webinars in future also. So I request all of you to join with us during the forthcoming webinars also. Also, I thank the executive members of our association, yes, Asifa for the welcome address, and all the other executive members for your cooperation. Now, also I request the executive members to welcome other students. Today, around 100 students were participated in the webinar. In our department itself, we have 300 students are there, and many of the participants are from outside our college and outside our department. So I request the executive members to mobilize the advertisement of this type of, or the notice of this type of webinars to your friends and your classmates. And in the next webinar, I am expecting more than 200 participants. So I thank and congratulate and encourage all the executive members of our association for this webinar. Thank you very much. Once again, thank all the participants and all the organizers, and mainly the resource person, Mr. Anto, for this wonderful webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Guys, one humble request. The biggest success of this session will be, I must see a lot of chatbots developed by you guys who attended this session. It will be the one of the biggest success of me. So everyone try to build your own chatbot using IBM Watson or any other virtual assistant platforms. Thank you guys for cooperating with me 1 hour, tolerating me for an hour.